Hello again friends, here a short story. Title: Jealous of my half-siblings, Mom won't stop crying. I am a 16-year-old boy, and my life began under unique circumstances. My mother was only 15 when she had me. My father has always been a mystery figure, absent from my life. Despite the challenges of young motherhood, my mom continued her education and didn't drop out. Shortly after I was born, she began dating Jack. They both attended university together, and during that time, I lived with my grandparents. My mother and Jack both graduated with good degrees, got married, and settled in a city near Vancouver. Throughout my childhood, my mother remained a constant presence in my life. She made it a point to return home every weekend. Our weekends were special. She would cuddle with me, call me affectionate nicknames, her favorite being, her special guy, and shower me with gifts. She spent hours playing with me, financed my tutoring and extracurricular activities, and made an effort to attend my sports games whenever she could. Jack, although he didn't accompany her every time, also shared some memorable times with me, like our fishing trips and a 2-week camping adventure, which we never repeated since I discovered camping wasn't for me. However, things began to change when I turned 10. My mother and Jack welcomed a daughter into their lives, and another girl 3 years later. Since their births, my mom's visits have become less frequent, and the warm traditions we had, like cuddling and receiving playful nicknames, faded away, seemingly passed on to her daughters. The gifts stopped, and she no longer attends my games. Although I understood to an extent, feeling sidelined hurt, especially knowing there was still a spare room in their house where I could stay when it was time for university. The situation grew more complicated yesterday when my mom called via FaceTime with news of another pregnancy. She was expecting a boy, joyfully proclaiming she would now have 2 special guys. My reaction must have betrayed my feelings of jealousy and neglect because she immediately sensed something was wrong. When I confessed how overlooked I felt, especially with the new baby on the way and how it seemed there was no place left for me, she broke down in tears and ended the call abruptly. This revelation upset not only my mother but also my grandparents and Jack. My grandparents seemed disappointed, thinking I no longer valued their care. Jack was frustrated too. He reassured me that there would always be room for me in their home and life. Their reactions have left me feeling guilty and confused, stirring a mix of emotions that I can't stop pondering, even here at school. As I reflect on these feelings and pen down my thoughts, I realize the complexities of family dynamics and the impact of communication. It's a lot to process for someone my age. Update. Last Friday, after posting at school, I returned home to find my mom, Jack, and their kids already there, engaged in a discussion with my grandparents. My mom's reaction when she saw me was unexpectedly warm. She hugged me so tightly she lifted me off the ground for a moment, even though I'm taller than her now, and covered my face with kisses while repeatedly telling me she loved me. After greeting everyone, my mom and I retreated to my room for a private conversation. In the privacy of my room, my mom expressed her regret that I felt neglected and reassured me that the arrival of a new baby wouldn't change her love for me. I would always be her special guy. Overwhelmed, I broke down in tears, and we paused our conversation until I regained my composure. Jack then joined us, and I confessed feeling sidelined and questioned my place in the family once the new baby arrived, especially when it came time for university. This revelation unexpectedly brought Jack to tears, and he left the room. My mom shared that she had initially planned to have me move in with them when I was 13 and starting high school. However, after heated discussions with my grandparents, who believed it was best for me to stay with them, she relented. She realized they might have been right when she saw how much fun I was having with my friends at a game. She and Jack were supportive of my decision to attend SFU, thrilled it meant I would eventually live with them post-graduation. Regarding the spare room, which was supposed to be mine, she admitted they hadn't considered its future with the new baby on the way and reassured me they hadn't planned to repurpose my room. Furthermore, my mom promised to make amends by visiting me every weekend, acknowledging that it was wrong to assume I didn't need attention just because I seemed independent and had my grandparents. She also encouraged me to spend school breaks with them. Although I didn't want to leave my high school, she offered me the option to move in with them for my graduation year if I chose. Jack and I also had a chance to talk. He appreciated my openness and expressed regret that his earlier call hadn't addressed these issues. Despite some tension, the weekend ended well, marked by quality family time, though my grandparents couldn't join us outside due to COVID concerns. I'm uncertain if I should continue updating here, given the platform's rules, but I hope this post helps clarify things for everyone concerned in messaging this account.